room. And I'm like, there's something in my bedroom. He said, quit being a baby and go to bed. And I said, I'm not going to bed till you go in there in my bedroom. And then he loses it and starts laughing, you know. I'm 16, dude, 16, and I'm scared of what's under my bed. We are live.
But why are we staring at me, dude?
That's what I was getting ready to fix.
Nobody wants to see this. Not even me.
Whoa.
Well, now I'm still here, but okay, whatever.
That's a good one. I
wait.
like that shot. Well, welcome back to the BanteringBoneheads, man. We're going to be talking about pranks that have either been pulled on us or we've pulled on somebody, and then, you know, this, you know how it is, man. Conversation could always turn and we'll end up talking about home apothecary again.
I would just like to point out that any pranks that I may or may not mention are alleged.
Yes, yes. So, I guess I could kick this one off.
You should.
This is one that was pulled on me when I was probably 16 years old. So my mom and dad had a teen home. I think, well, I don't know if y'all know that, but anyway, they had a teen home, and at any given time, there was multiple kids in there. And at one point, I remember there was 3 of us guys in one bedroom. Well, you remember the story about the dam a while back. Well, that guy Jerry, man, we had so much fun together. But Jerry had slipped into the bedroom, so we had bunk beds, and I was on a bottom bunk bed at the time, and he hid this so well. He had a very small amp. He hid it up under my bed, and run a microphone over to his, and just had just barely some volume on it, you know. So we all go to bed that night, and I'm a 16-year-old dude. I mean, I'm not really freaky scared of stuff, you know, or whatever, but I'm laying in bed, and I hear Tony, just, and I'm like, and I mean, I can barely hear it. Like, am I really hearing this?
This is the voice of God.
Yeah, yes. So I keep hearing this whisper, and my dad was in on it. You never met my dad.
No, but I've heard the stories.
Oh, you'd love the guy. He was full blown idiot, was he not,
Dude,
David?
full of life.
Oh yeah, he was fun, man. Always something. Well, of course, Dad was in on this, and so I'm laying there for quite a few minutes. I'm hearing Tony. You know, my name or just little things being whispered, and I'm looking around, and he has this thing hidden well.
Yeah.
So I have no clue it's there. So I'm 16 years old, and I get up. Well, I'm asking him, I say, y'all hear anything? And Jerry's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. You know, and, you know, this goes on for a little while. This is an extended period of time here. So finally I get up, 16 years old, man. Dad's in the living room, and I go in there, I was like, Dad, I was like, there's something in my room. And I'm 16 years old. He's like, what are you talking about?
Can you come check under my bed?
He says, you're 16 years old. Go to bed. And I'm like, he's right. So I go in there and I lay down, and it just keeps going on, and it's getting a little louder and a little louder. And I get up and I go back in there, and I'm like, Dad, there's something in there. He's like, Philip, go to bed. I'm like, okay. So I go in there, and the whispering continues. Then all of a sudden, it goes, wah! Man, I jump up out of the bed, and I straight into the living room. And I'm like, there's something in my bedroom. He said, quit being a baby and go to bed. And I said, I'm not going to bed till you go in there in my bedroom. And then he loses it and starts laughing, you know. I'm 16, dude, 16, and I'm scared of what's under my bed.
It's older cars. You can't really do it with new cars because everything's touchscreen. But you could adjust the fan settings with the car being off. So you just get in, turn the AC on, turn the fan on high, and when you start the car, all the air comes on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the fun part comes when you use a straw and you put glitter way down into the vents. And you turn the car into a snow globe.
Go ahead and tell them what you call glitter. Go ahead. It's okay.
The herpes of the arts and crafts world. Once
Yeah.
you've got it, it never goes away.
You can't get rid of it. Who did you do? Or did you do it, or did you?
I have no comment. on
Okay,
that. No
okay.
comment at all.
Yeah.
I was party to someone being zip tied to a flagpole once
That's pretty good.
with the fire department.
Oh yeah.
He'd been talking smack, and one of the older guys was like, "Dude, you need to shut up. We're gonna solve this if you don't hush." And he didn't, so we carried him outside and zip tied him to a flagpole, which was funny in and of itself. But then we got a call,
From.
and we all like a fire call.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You didn't leave him.
Yeah, we did. We 100% did.
That's funny,
awful.
man.
That is awful. But I was young and following orders.
This isn't really a prank. I mean, it kind of is. It's something I done to Lisa, and she had no clue about it. So I'm a big nerd.
No,
I like all the stuff, and we have an Echo. I'm not gonna say her name because there's one in here, and it will go off. But so I went and done some programming on this thing, right? So we got these lamps in the bedroom that have color changing bulbs in it, and smart color changing bulbs. And so I programmed this thing just to mess with her. So we go into the bedroom one night, and we just hop in the bed, and I'll say Lady A to keep from setting this one off. I said, Lady A, it's sexy time. And all of a sudden the lamps come on, and then they turn red, and then she goes, boom chicka wow. Lisa's like, what in the world did you do?
You know what the best ongoing prank is?
What's that?
When you prompt your devices to play that song that your wife can't stand.
Yeah, Lisa, dude.
Cover of the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, she hates that song, Cover of the Rolling Stones. I think it's cool.
You'll literally be sitting at his house, and it'll just randomly start playing Cover of the Rolling
Is that
Stones.
the one with Big Rock sings?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she hates it.
It'll get like 3 seconds into it. You'll be in a different part of the house because this idiot has everything tied to his phone, so he can do it remotely. And you'll hear it start, and you'll just hear Lisa go, "Stop!"
So I was at work one day, and she works from home, right? And I'm like, so I kick it off, and I get a text message, "Stop it!"
I wonder if there's a way to program it where she can't stop it until the
Guys,
song's over.
let me tell you something. This is live, real time, right now.
Are we going to do this?
I'm going to make it happen while we're here.
Is she at home?
Huh?
Hope
Is
so.
she home?
I don't know. She went
We're
to
gonna-
the gym,
We're going
but
to find out.
yeah, if not, it's just going to be playing until she gets home. Okay, what's this?
Send.
Play cover of the Rolling.
It's a real shame we don't have
Stones.
like live feed camera in Tony's
Yeah,
house.
no.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere. So when I put in everywhere,
Plays it on all 7 of your devices.
yeah, it plays it through the whole house. Send.
Now, one that I will take credit for.
It's going
is,
right now.
A friend of mine, she bought herself a new truck. And this is important because she was like early 40s and she'd owned 3 vehicles in her lifetime. That was it. Like since she got her license, 3 vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So she was a little particular about it. She was always weird about it. And we had take homes, like we had city vehicles, but she'd drive to work every now and again. And she'd always try and find a spot that was segregated. And I kept asking her, I'm like, you just worried somebody's going to ding your truck or something? Like, what's your deal? She's like, it's nice. I want to keep it nice. So she left after I did. I got off at 3. She got off at 7. And I went and stole a bunch of traffic cones from another city department and just lined the entire perimeter of this truck with them. So when she came out, there was no driving around it. Like it was probably 40 traffic cones.
Oh my
All the way
gosh.
around this thing. She had to move all of them before she could leave.
There was this guy I used to work with, man, when I was on night shift. And just so y'all know, I just looked up her location. She's in Hickory.
Lame.
So right now,
You know what?
Archie is listening to that song.
Heather mentioned going shopping with Nate, so I bet the 3 of them are together.
They might be. But anyway, there's this guy, man, we'd clock out after our shift, man, and he was always the first at the punch clock. He'd hit the clock. He would literally run to his vehicle, his truck, and he would start that thing up and take off.
That was me when I worked in manufacturing.
Yeah.
I wanted out as quickly as possible.
So these guys went out there with a forklift one night and lifted his truck up and blocked it up. Dude, it was only maybe an inch and a half off the ground, all 4 tires. So you You could
No.
not look at it and tell.
I would have gotten violent.
I'm telling you,
Absolutely
man, he
not.
was in third gear before he realized he wasn't going anywhere.
There's no way, dude. No. I would have put hands on somebody.
Yeah.
No, when it's time to go home, it's time to go home.
That
I'm not
was
playing
funny.
that game, dude.
That was funny. You got one, David?
I've got one. It has not been done yet.
Okay.
Okay, but this is in the planning stages. Now, typically, I don't believe my son, y'all know Jonathan, he does not watch the show. But he's got this nice little truck, and I don't think he walks to the back of it very often. So I'm getting ready to order it. And the next time I go down to see him, this is going on the back. Magnetic sign.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great, man.
And he's got a great personality. He can-
yeah, he's
he'll
gonna think
take
this is
that. He'll take
hilarious.
that good, man.
Yeah.
You know what? He might leave it on there for some extra.
Yeah, I
did-
just thought I'd share that.
I did
with
this
you.
to someone very recently, so I still have some friends in the police department, and I acquired 2 magnetic signs that said "Stay back, student driver," or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I enlisted another friend to put them on the back of some unmarked patrol cars.
Oh God.
They were there like 2 months before anybody realized that they were
that's
there.
funny, man.
That was great.
That is hilarious.
So they
there.
ended up just getting passed around the PD from car to car for like 6 months.
Yeah, that's great, man. The pranks, man. You know, I've been on this kick here lately. I found this website where you can order gag gifts. Well, it's just, you know, different gag gifts, you know, to send to people. And, you know, like Uncle Jimmy in Louisiana he can't stand Biden, so I shipped him one that
No.
was a Biden.
It's like Andy sending me the Trump flag.
Yeah.
And then, so in response, I sent him a big giant flag. that
Yeah,
said Trump
so
lost, LOL.
I sent your uncle the Biden fan club pack or something like that with an autographed picture of Biden in it and all
Oh,
that
wow.
crap. And you know, I sent
Dude, and not steal your thunder. There's
No.
another one. There's another one you have to tell. It's from when you were in the business traveling with Andy and Dawn, and you had adjoining hotel rooms.
so this was actually like a weekend getaway. A bunch of couples chipped in and rented this really big house up in the mountains. You know, so the room, so good friends of ours, Andy and Dawn. So the rooms they were in and Lisa and I were in were connected. So you would walk into the bedroom that they had. There was a bathroom off to the side, and then right straight across was a big open archway like into the smaller bedroom where me and Lisa were. So there was no doors or anything like that, you know, so we would just, you know, anyway, so I was in the bathroom, you know, brushing my teeth and all that stuff like that. And so I walked out, and I use an electric toothbrush, right? So I walked out, and I kind of had that toothbrush where they couldn't see it. And I said, you know, Andy and Dawn sitting in bed talking to Lisa, you can see each other. I said, you want me to go ahead and cut the light out? And they're like, yeah, cut it out, you know. So I turned it out, and then our light was still on, and I'm walking to Lisa, and I'm just kind of winking, you know, hey. So she knows something's about to happen. She don't have any clue what's going on. So I get into our bedroom, and I said, well, good night, everybody. And they're like, good night. So I cut the light out, and we're up in the mountains, dude, there's nothing. It's pitch black when the lights go out. And so I cut the light out, and I waited a few seconds, and I didn't go anywhere. I was standing right there in the doorway. I turned that toothbrush on. It's like, bzzz, man. I thought they were going to fall out of the bed laughing. That was pretty good. Man, stuff like that makes life go around.
Yeah, it makes something go
Keeps
around.
the world going, you know. But I guess anybody got any more pranks they want to talk about?
Going once,
That's the only
going
one I
twice.
got.
Sold. So,
We can't even get this down.
we can't do it. Wherever you go,
Whatever you do,
stay
Stay
bona fide.
we'll get that down.